What is going on, YouTube land and people at metalhomerecording.com? So today's gear review will be a preset pack that you can get from tunetrack.com that you can use with Superior Drummer. Now, this is a pretty popular drum program for lots of metalheads. Superior Drummer, very well known. If you don't know about it, check it out. Just Google it, Superior Drummer or tunetrack.com. And basically what they do is for some of their kits, this is just the kit that comes with Superior Drummer, no expansion packs needed. But what they do is they have high-level producers and engineers basically tweak out their kits to how they like it and make these little preset packs. So today we're going to be talking about the Joey Sturgis pack, and he's a super popular metalcore and modern metal producer. And we have 5 presets that we're going to go through. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm just going to load up a preset. We're going to load up Fat Rat right now, which is already loaded. And I've got a few different drum MIDI riffs that we're going to listen to here. Or I should say that it's going to play through Superior Drummer. We're going to start it off with some metalcore-ish drumming because Joey Sturgis is a metalcore guy. And then we have kind of a rock riff, and then we have some consistent double bass and some blast beats. So several different things that different drum kits handle differently. So we're going to hear that, and then I'll talk a little bit about what I think of each one at the end. And when I first heard all of these, I wasn't that impressed. And then after mastering and after messing around with it a bit, I'm quite impressed. So we're going to hear the mastered version first that I mastered in post. And then we're also going to hear an unmastered version, and we'll talk about it. So here's the first one, Fat Rat. So as we can see from the kit, we have just 2 toms, just one regular tom and 1 floor tom. That to me is one of the drawbacks for me using this personally. I like kits with lots of toms. Of course, you can just add in more toms, but just as the preset is. The kick sounds pretty huge. That could be good or bad. It sounded really good in the rock part and with sporadic double bass. It handled consistent double bass somewhat well, but it was maybe a little blobby for my tastes. The cymbals are high and tight. They are definitely up there in the in my monitors, and they're kind of thin, which makes room for lots of other stuff. So if that's what you dig out of the production, then these cymbals will be great for you. The snare also sounds good, thick, and kind of rocky. So that's what I think of Fat Rat. Let's go ahead and load up Prisoner. So Prisoner, I think this one might be my favorite of all of them. The kick, I really like the way the kick handled the consistent double bass. Didn't sound too blobby to me. The snare is nice and cracking. The cymbals are definitely a little bit thicker, but that could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how much space you want them to take up in the mix. So if you want them to sound big, thick cymbals in your face, then this one's good. Everything sounded pretty good. I would almost run this just sort of as is. Dig it. Let's listen to Re-Rock. opinion, the watchwords of Re-Rock are thick and huge. Everything sounded thick and huge to me in the drum kit. The cymbals sounded thick, which again could be good or bad. The snare sounded thick, which is also good or bad. The kick sounded really thick, which I don't think I would use this for something needing real consistent double bass. I think, again, it handled the sporadic double bass well and the individual kicks well. And the tom sounded good, just big and thick. So if that's what you want out of the drums, then Re-Rock might be the preset for you. Let's go down to the next one, Renewed. Okay, to me, the Renewed preset, most of the things kind of sound thinner and clickier to me, which can be great if you want the other instruments to take up way more of the space and the drums to take up less space. The snare is still really fat. Actually, in all of these, the snare just sounds pretty huge and cracking. The cymbals are definitely thinner in this one, and the kick is very clicky, but it also definitely has a bit of bass to it, in that I'm not sure if I would even use this one on consistent double bass. Maybe if I just took a little bit of the low end out, but some of you might like that. But otherwise, it's very clear. The toms sound like tuned clicks. So you'll definitely be able to hear the transients of these drums, and they won't take up as much space in your mix. But that's my opinion on Renewed. Let's go to the last one, Reckon. last one, Reckon. Another huge kick and snare. Really, really thick kick, really, really thick snare. I would say medium thick cymbals. The toms are just kind of weird to me. They sound like just little transient clicks. Just my opinion. It might work well in a real dense mix, or if you just don't care about the toms that much. You be the judge. So there you have it. There's a review of all of the Joey Sturgis Superior Drummer presets in the producer bundle. To me, these are all worth the $15. If you like it even just a little bit, just to see what the top producers, how they would tweak this kit, and see what, just go into that little mixer tab and see what some of the things they do are, and you can bypass them to see what that effect had, and learn something. I hope y'all like this style of review, and I will see you next time on metalhomerecording.com.